Buh. All right, my people. Let's begin. Hello! Oh, my arm. Hello! Welcome back! Welcome back. What is that badge? That does not look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. That badge looks bad. I made that earlier today, and seeing it in chat right now, I don't like it. I'm changing that. Welcome back, though! Welcome, welcome. Hope you guys have been well today. We're back. And we're going to be testing out some stuff on Hugegrass today. Obviously, we're still working on Ultimate Forge. Obviously. But, it's time. It's time we did something to Ultimate Forge and Hugegrass that is long overdue. I discovered that my arm is broken. My god. I've discovered something pretty incredible. I've discovered something pretty incredible. And that is how to fix all of the optimization issues, because holy hell is it bad. It is seriously rough. The disappearing maps and objects, disappearing everything. Hugegrass has the same issue. Things that will disappear will include objectives, flags, King of the Hill points. Everything just breaks. This is all because Halo 3's engine is old, which means I need to be very careful with certain things. And guess what? I learned a lesson from Halo 2 that we will be putting into action today to make everything that you see in this wide world of Halo 3 as optimized as possible and to fix all of these horrible issues. Wow, I really did not think that would kill me. Boo! You're scared. Rightfully so. I'm a very scary guy. Now, let's talk everyone's favorite subject. The most entertaining, the most fantastic. That's right, optimization. Now, obviously, if you've ever played Hugegrass, you know it's a pretty cool mod. All right, not to toot my own horn, but it's pretty cool. It's a fun mod. It's pretty wild and wacky. It's a good time. And today we are going to optimize the hell out of absolutely everything. The disappearing maps are funny. They were funny, but I'm mad. I now want to prevent that from ever happening again. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to optimize everything. And we're going to do it at first on Hugegrass because I'm not going to lie to you. This is the best way to do it. The reason it's the best way to do it is because there's a fixed list of super polished and good vehicles, all of them, which are present in Ultimate Forge as well. So if we get all these done, Ultimate Forge gets all the benefits. It's working on 2 mods at the same time. Congratulations on becoming the new Pope. Yeah, shout out the American Pope from Chicago. That's pretty crazy. He's a G, like, what can I say? That's some wild stuff. I know that hanger, you do. This is the new Hugegrass hanger, the red team one. We're gonna get the blue team. I meant you. I mean, yeah, I could be the Pope, sure. People would be like, bless my child. I'll be like, hey, hope you get better. That sucks. Damn. But yeah, this new hanger for Hugegrass, we only have one of the hangers in right now. This is what the other one, this is the old hanger. I've only been working on the one, so here we have the old one, kind of boring, plain, uninspired, nasty. Then we go to the new one, though. Ooh, look at those textures. Look at that detail. Is that team coloring red? My god. Is that beautiful? Are those doors? Fancy little door? Wow. Oh my god, did he even add railings? OSHA certified hanger? No way, dude. Time to draw a twink with a nice ass. I did not think you would ever say that, Demon. But hey, respect on your name, you know? You do what you do, dude. We're going to optimize this. Let's go. Alright, step 1. Step 1 is going to be this thing, dude. Okay, the Wombat, it's not a very big vehicle, okay? It's large-ish. It's not small. I would say it's like medium. When you compare it to the size of, like, the Longsword, it's puny. But there's a problem with the Wombat. There's actually a big problem with the Wombat. Because while it looks cool, minus the fact that we're still going to add a little cockpit to it really soon, it has, admittedly, an extremely unoptimized physics model. And if there's one thing I learned from working on Halo 2 Extinction and getting the Scarab working in a multiplayer setting, it was that Halo's biggest pain point, optimization-wise, is physics models, physics interactions. Taking something and throwing it and bouncing it and smashing two things together is by far the fastest way to overload a map. It's not even close. I don't even know of another way to do it, frankly. It's just we have to make the physics very simple. And I'm going to show you why it's so bad. It's actually really straightforward. It's really simple. Show Foreskin City. I have not worked on it in like 2 days. I am not proud of the results yet. It's a very work in progress for the little area I've been working on. But I will gladly show it soon. I want to work on it a little bit off stream. Like I said, I'm Ultimate Forging. I don't want to work on it yet. On stream anyway. I'm very excited to get to it though. I've been honestly just like trying not to think about it too much because I'll get like really obsessed with it. Like it's been hard to hold back. But alright. Here is the Wombat. Okay. Now I'm going to only turn on the physics models here. I'm going to hide everything else. Let's hide the destroyed one. This... What is this? Yeah. Dude. The physics model is the render model. I don't remember how long ago I did this. It's years ago, to be sure. But this is disgusting. This is horrible. It's just awful. It's literally like, so when the game calculates it, it does this. Do we need 500 trillion vertices calculated individually right here? Absolutely fucking not. No wonder stuff keeps overloading? Yeah. And I don't have anybody to blame except myself, okay? I did this. This is 100% me. I got lazy and optimized this extremely, extremely poorly. So, we are going to fix that. And here is how we're going to fix it. Instead of doing stuff like this... Oh my god. Instead of doing stuff like that... I didn't even take the decals off. This is disgusting. Adam, thank you for the 2! Thank you very much, said, you motherfucker. I was recording audio on my computer and had to start over because the Discord ping made its way into the recording. Skill issue. Sorry for your loss, though. But also, skill issue. Alright, let's do it. But thank you for the 2. I also blame you. Thank you, Hugegrass. Appreciate your support, as always. Alright, this is actually extremely easy to do for something like the Wombat, to be real with you. I'll just show you guys how I'm going to do this. I'm going to make a series of cubes. That's right. Cubes. I'm going to do the gigantic main hole area here, alright? Watch this. We're going to do a big cube all the way to the back. And I'm going to do like one cut here. One cut here. One cut here, and that's probably enough. You might be like, there's no way. So you're making it a big cube. The less complicated it is, the better. So I'm going to start by just widening the whole thing so that it like actually matches the width. And I'm going to make this such a hilariously optimized physics model that it's just going to be fantastic. Alright, so we did that. We'll do that. I'm actually going to add one more ring to here. And we're going to merge these at center and merge these at center. Pull this back like so. Drag this forward like so. And that's already... most of the work done for us. Adam, thank you for another 2. I appreciate the support, dude. It was good. It was honestly more funny than anything else. Also, I'm out of money, so enjoy this last 2 for God knows how long. No worries. You don't have to ever... Yeah, there's a lot of you, I swear. And I don't mean this in a bad way, but like, a lot of you guys are like, hey, I'm sorry I can't dono. You don't have to be sorry. I feel like I should... Oi. Hang on. Weasel. Oh, Oh, you're playing with it. Holy. Wait. Sorry, I thought my cat was over at my new internet cables and was just like tearing shit up, and I was like, no, no. It was fine though. It was fine. Okay, we're gonna do a line going down the middle of this, like so. We're gonna cut into it, and this is just gonna be how we make the whole of the physics model. It's actually just extremely, extremely simple. I was worried. I was like, I swear to God, if she starts playing with the new fiber cable, I'm gonna cry. Okay, I made a mistake. I actually do want this to be solid. Okay, we're looking good. So, anyway, moving on. Oh my god. No wonder. Sorry, we're good. Almost. What in the fuck? I'm making this way more complicated than it needs to be. Okay, we're back. We're so back. Can the Warthog exist in real life? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I'm the right person to answer that question. Maybe. It honestly wouldn't shock me if it could. I think, no, what am I saying? Somebody's already made a real Warthog. It's just not a, it's really just not a great realistic vehicle. It's just completely open on the top. It looks really cool. Functionality-wise, probably not the best. Okay, already this is substantially better as a physics model than what we had before. Like, it's not even, it's really just not even close. It's so much better. And this is what most people, well, this is what I didn't want to do for a long time, which is actually making a good physics model. I wonder if I could, like... I could probably just throw another cube under there later. That's probably fine. Now, if I convex hull this, it basically retains roughly the same shape. We lose a little bit of detail there, but it's honestly not a big deal. Thrilling stream, I know, but this is actually a really huge deal. Because if we look right now, already just taking into account this entire center area, it says, physics and computation-wise, we are at maximum 62 total edges. Okay, 32 vertices. Let's take a look at the first one. When we convex hull that, it is 181. And that's not even accounting for everything that I just covered. Like, it's gonna be insane. Any stream is a thrilling stream, to be honest. I'm glad you think so. That's actually the only correct way to think about probably anything relating to the stream. This is, you know, it's just the best stream ever. It's the best one. We're gonna make a new material for this. We're just gonna call it drone. Remove all these old materials. We're gonna make this a perfect, 100% perfect physics model. So we got that. That's pretty good. As for the landing gear, I am going to add a physics for it real quick. I'm going to go ahead and add a cube and separate it. You guys want to see what the old landing gear looked like? It's pretty awesome. Check it out, dude. Optimization. Wow. Incredible. The old landing gear was 138 edges. Let's make a new landing gear. 138 edges. I think we can do a little bit better than that. Alright, I'm cooking here. You just gotta let me cook here, but I'm having this idea. What if, instead of 138 edges and like a whack-ass shape, instead, I made a cube and it is 12 edges. Absolute cinema, dude. That's crazy. I'm just crazy with it. That is just so wild. That is a reduction of, I don't even know how much. Alright, the next part should be actually pretty easy. We'll duplicate this one here, bring it back to kind of a cube, and I want to do these little engines on the top. I feel like they're probably deserving of their own physics object. Does landing gear still fold? It does. It does, yeah. I'm gonna do this whole engine bay, maybe even the wings, as like one big thing. I don't even know if it's, you know, I could just do simple cubes for these. It's totally fine. It's actually just like not even a big deal. Look at this. All we need are cubes. In fact, this is probably over the top. I'm probably doing too much here. Physics models do not need to look good or be complex in any way. As long as they function well, it literally doesn't matter. Because you're never going to see this, and your player's only going to interact with it invisibly. So as long as it matches well enough to where your feet touch it, then it's like, what does it even matter? My question is, can we take this and cover this lower section as well? And I think we can. Like that, right? Yeah, that's pretty good. Honestly, I think we could even optimize it further by just doing that. Yeah, that's pretty good. There we go. Engine is taken care of. And look how simple it is. That's the only shape you need for a physics model. You're not going to be able to see this or know how simple it is. It's completely fine. If you made a prism instead of a cube for the landing gear, you could save one edge. You know what? That's a very good point. Boom. We actually saved 4 edges with that because each one of the 4 top ones counts, so big. Large even. You're absolutely right. Good call. Alright, I want to do these wings, and these should be laughably easy. Actually, I could possibly... Well, let me do the whole wing first. Let's do an entire wing here. So I'll make a cube, add its own separate thing. Let's also just make sure this is good. Grab our cube here. And we're going to do the entire wing all in one go. Nobody, as you can tell here in game, you already can't really fit in here. There's no point in ever even like trying to fit in here. So if you got like stuck here and you couldn't go under, it's not like a huge deal. So I think I'm just going to do the wing as like one giant piece. So we're going to start here from the base of the body. Like so. Probably in this corner right here. I think that's pretty good. And then we're just going to drag this all the way back until we reach the inside like edge of this here. We're going to drag this down. Whoops. I'll drag this down. What I want to do, probably going to extrude once, extrude again, and extrude again. And then we'll just kind of fit these into the general shape of the wing from above. Alright, so we'll go like that. We'll grab these here. Like let's say we grab these. Kind of move them into place. Grab this, move it into place. We can move that there. Might even have to add another edge here. So we can do that. Although, because these are physics models, I can't really do concave faces. So perhaps we could just do something like this. Yeah, I guess since I can't do concave, I can just get rid of this. We'll do that. And then we'll just... I think we can just get rid of this. Try that. Let's go ahead and grab this out to here. This out to here. Looks like a decent wing shape. It's not bad. You can drag this down a bit. Drag this down so it can be thin. See how far we can drag. We can do like that. We might have to do this so we can kind of pull the shapes inward a little bit. There we go, it's not too bad. It's a weird shape, no doubt, but it works well. And when it's convex hold, like, it should be perfect. Alright, check this out. We'll grab these three, merge at center. We'll grab these three, merge at center. And look, it optimizes even further when the convex hull operation happens. That's pretty awesome. Now we have like the whole wing, and look, it's super simple. That is a total of 38 edges for the whole wing, and you're never gonna notice. Wombat physics model is just gonna turn into the UNSC plane. That's a good vehicle. Just throwing it out there, it's a great vehicle. Maybe the best. Alright, let's throw in a little cube here, separate it again. Now, what I want to do for the wings is pretty straightforward. It really is pretty straightforward. I'm going to merge all this into a single point. And I'm going to move this point to the edge of the wing here. Like so. And then we're just going to drag these points to get like the general wing shape. Like that. Alright, then I'm going to add a little bit of depth to it. Grab this and this. Extrude it that way. We'll fill up the 3D shape like that. Make sure it's good. Yep. And there's a super optimized wing. So all we need is to basically make one more wing on the top here. We'll duplicate it, rotate it. Just get that point up there. Grab this, kind of put it there. Move it around till it matches. And there we go. I think the physics model's done. Just two new ones going on. I'm making ultra optimized physics models today. And it's working really good. We just did the Wombat and we're good. It's literally done, that easy. Mirror it on the y-axis. Separate it out. We'll do the exact same here. Generate mirror, y-axis. And then we just do the wings. Again, we generate, mirror, Y, done. Once more, mirror. Alright, now my question to you guys is, how much more optimized did I just make this physics model? Like, genuine question. What's mammoth physics look like? I actually didn't make the mammoth physics. I don't think I did. Pretty sure somebody else did. Abyss sent me a model for it, like, ages ago. It was for Reach, I want to say? I could probably export the actual Halo 4 physics from it. I don't know how much more optimized that would be, if any at all. But whatever. 15 to 24. Here's what the physics model looks like. That's a pretty good looking physics model, if I'm being honest. Pretty good. In total, it is 216 edges. 121 vertices. Alright, so let's just count the edges, right? 216 edges. And for the sake of fairness, I'm going to take the entire other Wombat and convex hull them. 2,143. We have made the physics model 10 times more optimized in like 15 minutes. 10 times. That's ridiculous. Because I was just lazy and didn't want to put in the effort. Here's the destroyed physics model. We do need to make a destroyed physics model for it. But yeah, 10 times more optimized is crazy, dude. We did that in 15 minutes. Physics models are actually, for the most part, very easy to make as long as you're not doing like a full interior or something. The new Pope will finally make the Chicago-style hot dog the official hot dog of the Catholic Church, and a 1 liter of RC Cola will be the new blood of Christ. Hell yeah. Finally, somebody's doing the right thing. You know what? For the destroyed physics model, I'm going to do this. I'm going to take the destroyed... Oh, that's the collision. Oh my god, the... Alright, we're gonna redo the collision model too. But the destroyed physics model is this. It's a mess. It is convex hold, but it's also way too detailed, so I'm gonna decimate it to like 0.25. Bruh. 0.5? Why is it so crunchy? Okay, we're gonna do 0.25. Oh, it's actually fine. We'll convex hold it again. I mean, it's... could be worse. What's that density? Was the nuts and suction cup. Huh. Anyways, read above. I think the physics model on my G... Oh, context. Yeah, I didn't have context for that comment and I was really confused. I think the physics model on my Gmod Giant Purple Dildo was like 50 faces. You know, respect. Gotta respect the grind. I have deleted the collision models. And now I'm going to make a new collision model. Here's how I'll do it. I will duplicate the physics models and join them together. This will become drone. It's that easy. For the destroyed drone model, we duplicate it. We make it a collision model. We're done. It's that easy. 10 times optimization. 10 times. 10 times. That's insane. And I'll be surprised if anybody notices the difference. Genuinely, I will be surprised. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, I can optimize this further. Forgot. We're at 216 edges, 205. Even better. Even better. I'm not going to optimize it here, but I'm going to put this in the game now. We're going to see if we even notice a tangible difference. We probably will see, like, admittedly, a little bit. But that's worth it. Before and after, I'll do, you know what, I will do before and after. Let me open up another Blender project. Open the old drone. Alright, here. Yeah, here is the old drone physics model. Literally the render model chopped up. Even if we do this operation, which is what happens to it when it goes in-game, to become calculated as a physics model, it does this. It's called a convex hulling operation. It goes from 9,800 edges down to 2,100. And basically doesn't... It basically optimizes it. So, this is the old physics model. And, let's do shade flat so we can see it a little bit more. And remove all the materials as well. So this is what the old one looks like. 2,143 edges. It's a lot. And there's no reason for, like, any of this detail. It's ridiculous. Am I going to fix the forge piece that you fall on? Yeah. Yeah, I am. So that's 2,100. The new one... 200. This is all the complexity we're going to need. In fact, it goes even more optimized. It goes down to almost 205. So 205 versus 2,100. There are multiple vehicles like this in the game. It's bad, okay? It is not good. So we're starting with the Wombat because I noticed it the other day. And guys, you gotta forgive me on this. I was lazy and bad at this for a very long time. I have become better. It wasn't always... Okay, I was this bad for a long time, but I was just being lazy. Longsword I'm pretty sure is good, actually. The Longsword I'm pretty sure is a very optimized physics model. I will check it, for sure. But I'm actually pretty confident that it's good. Alright, we just need to make sure I didn't break the drone. So, we're gonna go ahead and check it right now. Yo! Kirim! Thank you so much for the 5 gifted, dude! Much, much appreciated! Thank you! Thank you very much! Guys, if you just got gifted by Kirim, please give him your thanks! That is awesome! Thank you so much! Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah! Maybe the Banshee, the Pelican. We gotta check the Pelican. I know the Phantom's gonna be bad. The Phantom's gonna be really bad. I'm not looking forward to seeing how bad that one is. It's gonna be atrocious. Much love to this whole community. Thank you. I do think we have an amazing community here. I know we have an amazing community. And I'm just grateful for everybody who comes through and checks out all these mods and stuff we're doing here. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty damn awesome. How does the gifted membership thing work? You gift memberships and people randomly get them. It's pretty cool. Alright, it's cooking. It's cooking right now. It takes a little while because the new render model's a lot. Peppy's been in my lap all stream, by the way. She's chilling. She's just being a cute little kitty cat. Alright, how are we looking? It did not blow up. We still have a functioning Wombat. We walk on it. It's fine. Literally, like, honestly, it's smoother to walk on. I still can't really... Oh yeah, we can walk under it. I could probably put a split here so that it's a little bit better. Because it kind of has like an invisible ramp that goes down to there. You get rid of that, but no, it's pretty good. Physics model feels really solid. The destroyed physics model works just fine. Chillin'. How do you make a polygon emit light? I'm trying to make an interior and it's really dark. For a map or a model? For a map. There are certain materials you can use. Let me show you a good example. I'll give you a quick little tutorialization. Hold on. I think Citadel 50 would be good. Okay, this is one of the missions, the Covenant. What it actually looks like is... Did I delete stuff? Hold on. Okay, well, I deleted stuff apparently, but it's fine. Anyway, this was part of a mission. The ground's missing, but there are a bunch of stuff. There's a bunch of stuff here that emits light. I don't know where they are, but they're here. You just gotta trust me on that. Right here. This one will probably be one that has the word light in its name. If we check it out, you can see it's a light strip in the ceiling. And if we look, it's called Waste Interior Light Basic. Its name is kind of messed up, so I would use Foundry to remove duplicate materials with this unchecked. That cleans up its name. But we go into the Halo material properties. Let's see, do we have anything here? So you can see it has properties for how much light it emits, right? So it has a color, it has a quality, a power, which is the intensity, the brightness, the resolution for the surface of how much it itself gets light. Like if another light casts onto this little panel right here, how much light quality would it get? It'd be at 0.5 or 50% resolution. So it's a little lower res. Not that you would really need to see it because it would just be glowing bright anyway. But anyway, you have all these options here. You can give it a lot of power. That just blasts more light out. And this actual material itself is set to emit light at a basic amount here. I think this all overrides it, but yeah. If you look, Waste, which is the single player mission, the ARC, the Waste folder, 070 Waste. Waste Interior Light Basic. We go look there. Levels, Solo, Waste. I already have it open. We're looking for Waste Interior Light Basic. Here's the shader. So if you look, self-illumination is on in this shader. So this way, visually it glows and it emits like this light, depending on where it's used. But the actual light that comes out of it is controlled here in Blender, in the material. Right here. Excuse me. And if you set those lights up to actually emit, you'll get great results. Like these are lights, you can clearly see them emitting, doing that same stuff. It's exactly how you expect it to work. Ripping this area in here out of campaign, there's a bunch of blue lights in here, and there's a bunch of yellow lights hidden back here. And just like I showed you, they're all... like this texture right here, these squares are emitting light. They have a texture, they have an illumination map and stuff, but in Blender they were set to emit light. So there you go. That's how it's done. It's nothing too crazy, but you will have to experiment with it. So try not to light bake stuff that's really big and complicated your first try. Do some tests on smaller maps because light baking can take a while. But yeah, good luck. Hope that helped. Back to the drone. Actually, we're done with the drone. I lied. We did it. We optimized the drone. But there's a lot of other vehicles that might not be so optimized. I want to check really quickly on the new Halo Reach Seraph. I worry that the new Halo Reach Seraph is unoptimized, but I did it relatively recently, but I don't remember how the physics model looks. Okay, it's using the Reach physics model. We're fine. Moving on. I forgot we could just do that. And the Space Banshee's in the same boat. I don't know why it's glowing like that. Fuck you. Let's try the Pelican next. Hopefully we could figure out which one is the Pelican. I actually kind of forgot. One's 2025. Alright, here is... That's not it. Let's hide all the markers. This is using the old setup. Good God, I missed the new one already. Alright, here is our Pelican. Is it optimized? Did I actually do it good? Yeah, actually. Wow, look at that. It's pretty damn optimized. And that's with the whole cockpit and everything. Let's check the interior. Yeah, this is all good. It's all really good, actually. It's all cubes. Dude, shout out me. What the fuck? Thought it was a physics model made of balls. They are in C. But yeah, no. The physics model's actually... It's actually good. In fact, we could probably get... Oh, no. These are not good. Oh, no. Mostly good. It's mostly good. The landing gear... Less good. What is this? Why does this exist? What the fuck? What are you? Get out of here. Save this to a new save. It'll be Pelican Destroyable 11. Mostly good though, yeah. Let's see if we can't clean it up just a touch. Generally good. The main issue that we have with the Pelican here is these are just insanely complex for like no reason. I remember you spent an hour on the physics model. Yeah, if it works, it works. But I'm gonna swap out the landing gear physics like for some cubes. We'll delete these existing landing gear here, and we'll also delete this wheel, which does not need to be this complicated. It can be a fucking box. All right, it can be a box. Actually, wait, let me bring the physics models back. And then, because I don't think the Pelican regular has its landing gear out. Yeah, so I'm going to use this as reference. But yeah, it's pretty good. So we're going to go ahead. What material we have? Just whole. All right, perfect. We're going to go ahead and make a cube here. And we are going to turn this into a piece of landing gear. God, I fucking love landing gear. I'm not going to worry about doing this in object mode or anything. We should be able to knock this out like really quickly. I'm just going to make it kind of messy, but like not bad, but it'll be fine. We'll go ahead and just kind of line that up there. Like I said, being perfect is not a priority. It just needs to work. We'll do that. And then drag this down a little. Drag this point up a little. Bring this up a little. There we go. A cube. So the Condor? No, we're working on the Pelican right now. Getting the Pelican finally done. So anyway, that's good. The next thing we're going to do is one more cube right here. And we're going to get this to work as the landing gear. My thought is it should be pretty easy. Make it a little bigger, make it a little bit long like that. Rotate it. Like that. Line it up. I want to make sure that, like, depth-wise, it lines up in the same level. And that should be fine. There we go. Pelican, new physics model. We can delete the old ones completely. Is that perfect? No. Do I care? Also no. It works just fine. It's just the thing you bump into. It's not a huge deal. So that should be great. What will I do tonight? Optimizing. I know it sucks. I'm sorry. Optimization's not a beautiful thing, but dude, every time we play Ultimate Forge or Hugegrass, this shit is crashing like crazy. I am gonna fix it all. I'm not gonna live in a world anymore where everything's just broken all the time and crashing. It's always the vehicles, too. The objects that are like chilling with complex physics models generally doesn't even matter. Does not even matter. It's always the vehicles. Last thing we gotta do is right here. Make the wheel. This one's so easy. It's just gonna be another cube. Bring it up through the floor to make sure it doesn't clip through. Oh, we got plenty of space. It's fine. There we go. Easy peasy. Save it. Export it. We're done. Easy, dude. Hella easy. Let's put it in. Tool, physics, objects, vehicles, Pelican, multiplayer. We're still in. We're still good. How's the landing gear feel? It's fine. Literally fine. Yep. What the fuck? Running into something on the inside. What is that? Hello? What is that? Why is there a giant thing on the ground? Is it the local? No. What the fuck is that? Convex whole time. What's going on? Oh, my dumbass. The two landing gears were still connected. You summoned Green Knight, huge! But yeah, Pelican, also optimized. We're good. I am not looking forward to the Phantom. Really not looking forward to that. Why is this floating? Oh, there we go. How's the Pelican doing, physics-wise? Is it like... sat on the ground? Very nice. This one's floating a little bit, actually. That's fine, though. Looks pretty good, looks pretty good. Can the Pelican door close? It can visually, but the physics cannot animate, sadly. Not as a vehicle. Hey, Weasel. Alrighty, so that's good. Seraph's good. Skaboodly made this one, and he's really good, so I think it's good. Green Knight's still being annoying. Classic Green Knight move. Alright, let's go to the Phantom next. Alright, which one is the right Phantom? I think it's Phantom HD. Phantom HD 9. Oh! So here's our physics. The physics is not as bad as I was expecting. It's bad, but it's not as bad as I thought. Oh. It's bad. I lied. It's actually horrifying. I'm scared. Check DMs? What's going on in my direct messages? You're sending me memes mid-stream? Put those in stream chat at once. I did that too, you did. I'm looking right now. I'm wondering if I can just like optimize the fuck out of this so that I don't have to so that I don't have to rebuild all of this, because man, do I not want to rebuild all of this. It's, I mean, okay, how complicated is this? How many triangles are we looking at? In total, 3,400 edges. Why do these even have physics models? Get out of here. You don't even need to exist. Ugh, can I just like... It's like, I did a good job, not to like just fucking gas myself up, but like I definitely did do a good job at like keeping it clean and making it work well, but it's hardly optimized. Like, that is atrocious. I'm just gonna go through the worst offenders and I'm gonna decimate the fuck out of them. Yeah, like I can just do that to like 0.1. And then we're gonna get the exact same results. It's gonna turn into a cube. Boom. Technology. What is this, the roof? Why is this not just a cube? Okay, that just turns it into a flat plane. Point 4 there is good. But yeah, I really have to go through like all of this and optimize the hell out of it, because this is atrocious. I can't even lie, it's rough. It's rough. Like these doors, why is this not a cube? This could easily just be a cube. It retains everything at 0.3. Apply that. At 0.4. No, it's pretty good at 0.4. It's just like so unnecessary. We'll do 0.4 on both of these. Okay, that looks pretty good. Here's another door. Does it need to be this complicated? Not even fucking close. No. The answer is hard no. 3.25 on all of them. God, it's just so atrocious. I'm not trying to be like a little complainer, but like, good God, I did an awful job. And decimating, honestly, isn't even the best way to do this. I should just be building most everything again out of cubes. This is even still just too bad. It's just rough. It's not good. And then we have like all this. Like that one's actually fine. This one, I mean, it could be better. Oh man, do I really not want to like? We're gonna come back to the Phantom. We're gonna come back to that one because it's so big and complicated. We're gonna come back to that. Let's check out the Longsword. I'm actually very curious if the Longsword. I believe it's very optimized, but we will see. We will see. I don't think we really have to worry too much about the Longsword. Alright. Wings. Okay, that should all be good. Yeah, the Longsword's physics model is pretty optimized, I think. I hope. God, please. Yeah, I spent a long time optimizing this. It looks good. Oh, yeah, and I think even this is good. It's all just cubes. Never mind. That's hideous. That's good. That's hideous. That's... It could be worse. That's good. I think the interior, is it over... I did over-design the interior a little bit. Like, it doesn't need to be this complicated. Nobody's walking inside this stuff. Bro peed on his cat. Look, technically, she just got peed on. Okay, completely different. I didn't pee on her. She ran into pee. That happened to be mine. Which, by the way, rude. Also disgusting. Very unsanitary. Lag. There is no more lag. There is no more lag. I forgot to up my stream bitrate. But I'm doing a speed test right now while I'm streaming. 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 750. The fiber here is maxing at 800. Upload 200. I'm speed testing right now, dude. It was like 20 down. Oh my god, I have a funny ass story for you guys while I check out this physics model a little bit more. But yeah, the internet is 800 megabits down, 200 megabits up right now. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. It was like 20 megabits down, or like 20 or 30 megabits down on a good day, and like maybe 10 megabits up. It's literally like 20 times faster. I'm so happy. Same price, by the way. So mine is Australian internet sucks. Yeah, I found out I wouldn't even have this internet if a random AT&T guy hadn't come by and just like told me about shit. Apparently, companies like AT&T have dedicated fiber lines that they pay to run under the ground, and that gives you gigabit internet. It's great. Obviously, that's fiber internet, gigabit. It's fantastic. The other companies will tell you that you're going to get gigabit, but it's not fiber, so it's not gigabit, right? Instead, what they do is they have copper wires running under the ground for your internet, for your gigabit, but the copper wires are way slower and they're shared. So everybody's like sharing and doing a tug of war on the actual internet connection. And guess what? When everybody's on the internet, it's slow as hell in your neighborhood. It's super slow. Fiber it's negligible. Doesn't matter. So they're like, you'll get gigabit, and then you're not getting gigabit speed. You're like, why does my internet suck ass? And they're just like, there's just a lot of people in your area. Everybody's sucking up the internet juice. Sorry. Sorry about that. They're not sorry. They went out of their way to not tell you that. Yeah, Mammoth physics model is brutal. Lich physics model is brutal. Problem is, let's go take a look at the Lich, okay? Take a look at the Lich. There's a problem with it. I really want to optimize the Lich's physics model so it stops freaking the fuck out, but kind of a problem. I can't really do that. We'll hide that. We'll hide all the Lich stuff. This is the Lich's physics model. It's already pretty optimized. Okay, I lied actually. I could optimize a couple things on this pretty significantly. Jank, thank you for the 2! Appreciate it. Thank you so much. Said go into supporter chat. Okay, I'll go check out supporter chat. Thank you very much for the 2. The message he said, so here's the thing. Yep, true actually. Really good point. Saw a shout out the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I don't know if I could even optimize this thing any further. I really don't know how much further I can optimize this. It's already extremely basic. It just is very big and very complicated. I don't think there's too much more I can do here. This is actually a very optimized physics model. And if we look at it, it's already at the limit of what it can do. It is at 2,700 edges, and I really can't simplify it any more than this. What about the shadow? The shadow. I don't know. Probably just using the Halo 2 physics model. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they're all just using the Halo 2 stuff, honestly. I'll check. I'm curious. But I'm pretty sure I just have them using the Halo 2 stuff, because it was fine. It worked there. No reason for me to remake it. Let's see. Yep, it's the Halo 2 physics model. Super optimized. Nothing too crazy. Split into a bunch of different pieces. Very well done. Man, why am I so tired tonight? Damn. Damn! That, you know, I just realized I was like, The Thing. I was like, it looks like the movie. And I was like, wait, is that one? Isn't it called The Thing? But The Thing, that threw me for a loop. Yeah, the Spectre should also be good. This thing is a nightmare, though. I bet this thing's physics model sucks at. No, I bet this thing has a good physics model, actually. The Mammoth. Man, oh man. The Mammoth's physics model. Cove, yeah, we'll check it out. We'll check it out. We'll see. Yeah, no, its physics model is good. It's the campaign physics model. Very optimized. Not getting much better than that. The Mammoth physics model I did not make, but I remember it's actually pretty optimized. It's just like the Lich, it's insanely large. One could say horrifically large. Yeah, that's a very optimized physics model. I did not make it, but it's very good. Very, very good. In total, I'm sure it's still a lot. Very complex. Yeah, this one's like also 2000 something physics. Oh my god! I found the source of the lag. It's these, the fucking doors. Ew! Oh, I'm gonna be sick. Because if I turn these off, if I just delete them. It is 2,000 edges. That is, the doors alone have doubled the physics model density. That is very horrific, and I hate it. I really, really hate it. Pretty awful. Pretty damn awful. Fixing that ASAP. I'll take a quick look at them visually. It's nothing too crazy. What even are the doors? They're the ways you get in and out of the Mammoth. They're special physics types that are allowed to collide with the terrain, but players and vehicles can interact with them. One big ass rectangle, pretty much. Pretty much. I'm feeling super tired right now. Let me stand up and stretch real quick. I will join you guys back in like 2 minutes. Sorry, I'm just gonna stretch real fast. Alright. Tell me that wasn't 2 minutes. Have I used the Halo 3 PBR shader yet? Technically, yes. I installed it and got it working. I was like, I don't want to manually retexture anything, so what if I used a random program to, like, convert a Halo 3 texture into PBR? I tried it. It looked terrible. Not because the PBR shader was terrible. PBR shader is amazing, but you just can't really convert Halo 3 textures. You basically have to retexture everything from scratch. Which is a lot of work. Smoke meth to work harder. Such wise, profound words. Okay, I am deleting these doors. I will add a cube off to the side. What? But I will be deleting the door models. These are horrific. They were 2,000 edges after all of the convex hulling. It is... it's the worst. What we're gonna do is we're gonna make the physics model for these doors super simple. Like, extremely simple. I'm gonna show you guys how we're gonna do that. If you guessed cubes, by the way, you were right. Milkman! Good to see you, dude! Thank you so much for the 5. Appreciate it. It's time for a mental wake-up. Rank the Covenant races by who has the worst to best gawk. We're gonna do S tier Hergok, aka the engineers, for obvious reasons. And that's the end of the tier list. You're 5 years behind? I'm so sorry. Okay. The shape of this is a little complex, but very doable. Very doable. So here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and move this. Okay, let's try this again. We're going to apply all transforms. We're going to make a new cube. Delete this one. I'm going to rotate this one. We're going to do origin to geometry. Rotate Y minus 30 degrees. Okay, now we're good. Oh my god. I have more than one viewer, alright? You can't trick me. I'm too smart. My brain, massive. My weenie, it's tiny. It's 1 inch long and 7 inches wide. Alright, we'll do that. Scale it down like so. Okay. So now we have like this super good shape for this door, which isn't particularly interesting, but is really nice and like kind of optimized. It's good. But if we actually look at the shape of this, there's like an indent in the ramp. We'd be like floating on atop it if we left it like this. So what we actually have to do is take this face and move it down and inwards like that. And move this up. So we do it like that. Right, so now we have this really nice ramp shape, but we need to split it into pieces. Which honestly isn't too hard to do. Davy Jones! Thank you so much for the tenor! Appreciate it, man. It says, fixing the Wombat shaders in the docket tonight. Please don't hate me. I just want to see it in its full glory. I'll also model a cockpit for you if you fix it. You don't have to model a cockpit. I was figuring I could just throw in the like, just piece together one with existing Halo assets. I think it'd be fine. But yeah, we'll mess with the shaders, absolutely. I'll have to do it soon, though, because I'm really tired tonight for some reason. For some reason, I'm not getting enough sleep. But yeah, absolutely. Jang, thank you for 17 months. Much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Split it up into pieces. I'm too tired to sing, but yeah. Split it into pieces. That's exactly what we're gonna do here. Copy paste the Pelican shader because it has good reflection values from what it looks like. That's the thing, it already has the Pelican shader. Speaking of which, actually, let me fly it out of the hangar and see if it still does that weird wet effect. I don't remember if that was fixed. Yeah, I don't see it anymore. It looks really good. It's super solid now. Oh, that was just weird lighting issues on my map. I think it looks pretty damn good. It looks a little bit matte, but I don't mind it. I think it's kind of sick. There's definitely something up with it. I mean, you know what the original looks like. It'll be kind of hard to make it look proper in engine, to be honest. But that'd be worth a try. A weird Fong effect. I'm not entirely sure what you're seeing with it that is so incorrect. You're talking about the glass being gray. I think it's just the diffuse texture because the glass isn't gold in the diffuse. But that's the only thing I'm noticing that's like off from my view. I think it looks quite good like currently. I also might do a red and blue version of this where like the lights on the blue team hangar ones are blue. That'd be kind of sick. Do you have any plans for the Goblin or the Kraken? To be honest, I don't really like the Kraken very much. I think its design is kind of ugly, so I've never really been a huge fan. I get asked that decently often, but currently no plans for the Kraken. The Goblin I do like a lot. Mr. Green Knight himself did do a Goblin port that was pretty cool. Sorry for the backseat modding. No, dude, you're fine. You're very valid. You had a huge hand in it. You're totally fine. You basically just made the visuals, the new visuals possible yourself, so... no worries. Gosh, my brain is so cooked. What? There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try lining these up. That was weird. I swear I just heard the membership noise go, oh. I wonder if it was the song. Okay, that looks decent. That's decent. Not bad, not bad. Problem is now, well, not really a problem. The thing I gotta do now is kind of split this up into separate pieces, which actually I think is gonna be pretty easy. It was the song? Okay, that must be what I heard. Yo, Tidex! Thank you for the gifted membership! Much appreciated! I guess I'm gonna hear it for real. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you. Oh, how did this happen? I didn't mean for this to happen. No. Oh, thank you very much. I very much appreciate it. How did that happen? Yeah, that's better. Okay, that's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and split it, I think. I think that should be fine to split like that. Though I do need to do one more thing before that. Sadly, we have to do this a second time for the next door too, but it's fine. Let's delete these faces. We'll extrude some vertices here. Make it worth it. Do a little triangle there. A little quad here. Another quad here. And then we will grab this. Actually, it's a little bit off, isn't it? Yeah, we'll do that. And then we'll extrude to here. Make another little quad here for our ramp. And then it looks like it just kind of ramps down. We go 1, 2, 3. Then we can do some quads up top, like so. Nice. Okay, we got everything we wanted. Good, good. Good. I can split this down the middle now and mirror it, which is pretty rad. Should be a perfect split, I hope. So we will delete everything there. Grab this. Set our cursor here. Set our origin to that. We'll run a mirror modifier on the y-axis. Apply it. Make sure all our vertices are merged to 0.1. We're good to go. Now we split it up into actual objects. Before that, I'm going to do one last thing, which is going to be add a cube, make it big, rotate it 30 degrees, drag it up and off. Now, physics model time. So how do we make this into a proper physics model? Easy. Easy. We do this. We'll separate this whole thing into one chunk here. I think we can do it that way. Let's see. How does it convex? Not quite what I want. It was close, though. It was close. We'll split it like this. We'll grab this top chunk here as one big object. And we'll convex that. It just becomes a cube. Well, pretty much a cube. It's a cube. Then we'll grab the side bits here. Clean this up so we don't need any of this. We'll grab the side like that to another object. Convex hole that. Same deal here. Convex hole that. And then we'll do this here. Convex hole that. And there we go. We got the shape we're after in just 4 objects. Flat on the bottom. Nice curved indents matching the shape on the side. Looks good. Looks very good. Took a little bit of shenaniganry, but it's good. Last thing I'm going to do is model something to kind of block this shape up here. So we'll go ahead and move this into position here. Scale it up a bit. I'm not even going to bother adding physics to this little shape here. I just want this thing to get blocked up. The size of it is roughly fine. I think I'm just going to bevel it like once here. Like that. I'll line it up. That's pretty good. Can duplicate that over to here. Nice. Okay, better door physics model. The last door was probably close to 2,000. I think it was probably close to 1,000 vertices, to be honest. The new one is 100. Again, a 10 times reduction. Crazy. Crazy. Let's make sure everything is assigned. Don't wanna miss anything. Halo will just decide not to render your cool stuff if you're not careful. So 5 objects, or no, 6 technically, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, 6 objects for one door. The other side is literally the same thing. Nothing crazy here. It's just the same thing. So we'll do that now. Man, I'm way too tired today. Did the door rear, and I'm gonna presume the other region is door front. We're gonna check. What? Yeah, door front. Looks to be at also a 30-degree angle, so we'll go ahead and do that. So let's go here, add a cube, scale it up 10 times, rotate, -30, separate, rotate, origin to 3D cursor, set this to individual, let's do median point. Okay, that looks good. We did the math. I don't think 30's right. Let me try another. Let me bring this back. Hold on. $25? It's close. Close enough, I would say. Alright. Looks good. Not bad. We'll just try to fill in the shape generally here. Shouldn't be too much trouble. Bring it down to here. Alright, we'll have to be pretty careful with the physics on this because I'm noticing the ramp angle and everything isn't perfect. We'll try to get it perfect, but it'll be a little bit challenging. One, two, I mean, it doesn't have to be extremely precise. Okay, not bad, not bad. Go ahead. Not bad. We're working on. I'm optimizing every vehicle in the game. We have gotten 10x optimizations on some of these vehicles, which will hopefully lead to less overloading on all the maps. Hugegrass and Ultimate Forge. We've optimized the Pelican. We've optimized the Wombat. We got crazy over 10x optimizations on the Wombats. I have to optimize the Phantom because it's horrifying. Pelican's now got optimizations. It's really good. Longsword's already pretty optimized, although I'm going to have to go in and clean it up a little bit. So right now it's the Longsword and Phantom are on the to-do list. I'm doing the Mammoth right now because it's really popular in Ultimate Forge. And the doors were like doubling everything. I really can't optimize the Lich any further without removing its anti-gravity features and grav lift and stuff, so that's going to stay as is for now, sadly. The Falcon will be getting optimizations to its physics model. Its physics model is atrocious. I'm going to give it the Reach physics model because I can just do that now. I made a horrible one for it. That's just disgusting, so we'll get that fixed up. And other than that, it should be good for Hugegrass anyway. I wish I could optimize like the Scarab a little bit more. Sweet delicious frames. It's actually like you will technically get frame increases from this, especially if you're impacting something, but like modern hardware is so good that this stuff doesn't really decrease your frame rate, but what it does do that's so bad is it overloads the engine. And that's not good. That leads to the Capture the Flag flags despawning and King of the Hills despawning. That is not ideal. So hopefully these will help quite a bit with that. Okay, pretty straightforward stuff here. Really nothing too crazy. Just trying to simplify this physics model. Before, each door was like over 1,000 triangles. Over 1,000 edges, sorry. And now we should have it to like a couple hundred maximum. Which is very optimized. Now, next step here is on these areas on the side to raise them up and get this to be a separate object physics-wise. Although, before I do that, it looks like I am going to need a new edge. That's going to go down the middle, starting about here. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We're going to open from here to there to there. Do the same thing here. Here to here to here. Okay, the shape is good. The shape is good. That should, like, very nicely curve in. Looks good. We're pretty much done here. The last step is to split it up into a couple different pieces. That way we can actually get it to work. So if I did this right now and try to put it as a physics object, it would go and it would connect. And we need that curved shape right there. So in order to do that, we have to split them off into their own objects. Like this. And now these individual curved objects are good. And now when we do this, we get a nice result like that. Pretty clean. The last step is to get these little joints. But the good news is we already have two of them right here. So I can just duplicate them, flip them around, bring him over here. Alright, we're gonna do -5. Yeah. That looks pretty good. Pretty dang good. Pretty neat. Alright, nice. The last step, make sure everything is on door front, including these little funny things I made here. Door front, sign, door front, a sign. We also save so we don't lose a gazillion years of project progress. Door front, a sign, door front, a sign, and the last one, door front. Now it's a sign. So now we have like an ultra optimized physics model for the doors. Dude, they were so fucking bad before. It was disgusting. I don't even know what to say. It was hideous. But now we can look at the physics model details and see just how much it is. How, I believe before it was like 4,000 something, if anybody remembers. Would be convenient, but now it's 2,300 edges. Whereas before it was like 4,000. This will optimize the Mammoth substantially. Substantially. Physics, again, physics is by far the thing that will overload maps the most. Overly complex physics interactions will just cook the engine, dude. Absolutely cook it. This is like a 100% optimization. We are doubling, well, we're halving the complexity of the Mammoth. So let's get the Mammoth physics model, tool physics, objects, vehicles, Mammoth. Got rid of the old stuff. Let's see the new. Does it still work nicely? It actually might even work better now, because I made it really carefully. Oh yeah, that's clean. That's really clean. See the ramp? I kind of walk up it and stuff. It was worth it. It was very clean. Use the render model of the Strato Sentinel as its physics model. I would cry. That's a terrible idea. No, it's very clean though. I should probably add a physics model of like cubes for these things too, because you can jump through them right now. Probably will end up doing that. But for right now, this is very good. Very, very good. A very good physics model. I'm happy. Very clean. That is now twice as optimized. Literally cut the amount of edges and vertices in half because apparently I used the render model for physics. Now that I know how rough it can be to use the render model for physics, I will never, ever, 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 ever do that again. But for most of the vehicles that I made early on, especially here in Hugegrass and Ultimate Forge, I did that a lot. I did that quite a lot. The Phantom is probably the biggest offender, to be honest. Its physics model's really clean, generally, actually, but it's way too complex. I need to simplify the fuck out of it. Phantom running into, like, the Lich will probably overload a 16-player lobby still. Everything else is pretty good. The Longsword, it's not the worst offender, but it could be cleaned up. Lich literally could not be cleaned up if I wanted it to be. It is just so large and complicated. It's already made of extremely simple shapes, just a ton of them. Maybe the physics model of the plane you made, yeah, that was pretty good. It's gonna be hard to top that. But I will say, this should already provide substantial improvements to Hugegrass. A 10x increase on... Or, sorry, a 10x decrease in the complexity of the drone. I believe the Pelican probably has, like, a 2x increase on optimization. The Phantom, I haven't done anything with that. Mammoth has... I mean, that's not going to do too much because the Mammoth wasn't even in the mod, but that should also be a 2x increase in complexity there. What else? What else? There was another one, I think, down here. Like, Ghost is fine, War Dog's fine. I wonder if the Heretic Banshee has a really bad physics model. Oh, the Falcon! We should do the Falcon next, actually. Let's see if the Heretic Banshee has a really bad one. Heretic Banshee. No, its physics model's good. It's got really simple cube ones. That one's fine. Did I make this? I feel like I made this. This looks like something I would make. I could be wrong. This might just be a Bungie one. But it does look like a physics model I would make. But this is what a physics model should look like. Real Zophie! Said, oh! Well, if the Heretic Banshee's good, then I'm happy. I think we need to go into Halo Reach and rip out the Falcon physics model because I'm scared to see just how bad the one I have is. I remember it causing major issues in the past, and I just barely got it working. Oh! Oh! Oh my god. It's horrifying. This is the worst thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, that's so bad. I am sad looking at this. This is offensively bad. What have I done? What have I done? I do have a good solution to this, to be fair. I do have a good solution to this. My solution is to use the one from Halo Reach. Because I don't want to deal with all that. So I'm going to open that in the background. Close this. We'll go to a new blend file. We'll do objects, vehicles, human, Falcon. Grab the model and do a foundry import. Hope you're good, Zophie. Hope you've been well. Alright, I'm gonna save this to Falcon reach export. Mostly ill. Damn, I'm sorry to hear that. Is the Falcon bad? Just got back. This is what the physics model looks like. It might be worse than the Wombat. Oh my god, it's atrocious. Holy shit. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hold on, let me get in the actual. Here's like what it should actually look like. Oh my god. I am just gonna straight up delete everything that I had previously for physics and collision and leave only the new stuff. I am truly horrified. Getting an eye test, oh shit. I hope it goes well. That stuff's kind of scary. Full tail wing runs in here, canopy tail. Be good to be not blind. Yep, that'll do it. Hopefully, you can get that sorted out ASAP. What do you think is wrong? Stigmatism that's been untreated for a long time. I thought astigmatism was something. Was that not astigmatism? You said stigmatism. Alright, let's see if we can get this Falcon in-game with the new physics and collision. Because, man, it was really bad before. That was really so bad. Okay, I gotta take the trash out real quick. Somebody remind me. I'm gonna put this in the game, see if it doesn't break anything. If it breaks something or it doesn't, I don't even care. Because I gotta remember to get that trash out there, dude. Harder than you'd think. Let's do a bulk import. Looks like everything worked really well. Super clean, no major issues. Still feels great. And the physics model is, I don't know the exact number, honestly, because I didn't check, but if I had to guess, it is probably like another 10x optimization. Turbo Soprano! Soprano! Thank you for the 2! Appreciate it. He said, did you see the look on the prick's face when he saw the gut? Also, Pimp My Pelican went... that reference went 10 miles over my head, but thank you, I think. I appreciate it. Yeah. No, for real, thank you, though. Okay. I'm gonna go chore it up, take the trash out real quick. Give me 5 minutes. Make sure the big truck takes my trash away this week. Right back. Alright, we're so back. Vehicles optimized. Falcon optimized. Wombat optimized. Things are looking pretty good right now. Things are looking pretty damn good. The gains in performance should be pretty large. I won't know until testing just how much this simple, like, 1.5 hours of optimization will be, but it should be pretty massive. And we still need to do the Phantom, which is another really big one. All the vanilla vehicles are obviously fine. No reason to optimize those any more than they're already at. The Pelican's good. We could do the Longsword now, actually. The Longsword has some optimizations we could definitely squeak out. Specifically on, like, the engine right here. Like, the interior of the Longsword is pretty much fine. It's already getting optimized pretty nicely on import. So there's nothing too crazy there. Like, even this area, for example, the seats, that's just getting slammed into a big blob as it is. I could probably just, like... I don't know why I made these shapes when... This one's pretty fine, but the seats are pretty useless. There's just a lot of complexity for very little value. What about the Mega Mantis? The Mega Mantis is actually really good. The Mega Mantis I did pretty recently because it's a biped, which means it doesn't have a physics model until it dies when it ragdolls, and I did do its ragdoll fairly recently. One thing about ragdolls, you have to be pretty careful with them. Definitely want them to be as optimized as physically possible. Where is the Mega Mantis? I think I have it here. Sarah for Super Mantis. Yeah, this is what its physics model looks like right now. It's very, very much optimized to, like, a pretty high degree. The collision model here shows it pretty well. This is what it looks like, so I was very careful with this to make sure that it was very optimized. It's good. I can't really optimize the Scarab too much. It's probably as good as it'll get. Bungie did a phenomenal job with it. Anything more would just kind of... The cruiser. Oh, you're talking about the big Covenant carrier? Yeah, that thing's kind of a nightmare. I was already trying to optimize that a lot. I mean, if you drop that thing in normal physics, you're gonna, like, explode the whole map. But if it's, like, as a fixed object, should be okay. Should be okay. But that does make me want to remove the hallways, I can't lie. That's gonna add a lot of extra complexity. The fact that you can't walk on the AI Scarab, I don't think I'm gonna be able to fix that, sadly. Well, I lied. The reason the AI Scarab is set up the way that it is because of how things used to be on old Ultimate Forge, but there was an update in MCC a couple years back that came out after Ultimate Forge released, the original Ultimate Forge. I could make AI Scarabs work here, like proper ones, but they would not be able to move around. They would be completely stationary. Or we could have the current Scarab AI that you cannot walk on. It's basically like this. If you have an AI Scarab, the current version without physics that works, that one will work on Forge objects. Or we could have, like, a good physics Scarab that doesn't walk on Forge objects. Because the type of entity that a Scarab is does not interact with Forge objects. It ignores them and walks right through them. Playing New Covenant mod and it's so damn good. Yeah, it's such a cool mod. I really want to try my hand at something like that at some point. It's so cool. It's so damn cool. As far as physics and optimizations go, though, this is a pretty huge step. The only vehicles that I can think of on the map that are not particularly optimized right now are... There's really nothing I can do about the Lich. The Lich will always be a magnet for interactions, but honestly, it's never been too bad, as long as you don't have, like, 20 vehicles slamming into it. Now it's like the Phantom. If we go look at the Phantom again... and we grab every physics piece for it at its current setup, it is 2,400. We could optimize this very heavily. This could be definitely optimized more. The outside's actually not too bad. I've already optimized this a little bit. It's honestly, it's a bit much, but it's pretty clean. There's not a ton more I could do without sacrificing a lot. Mammoth gonna have a core to destroy as well? It will, yeah. I'm not sure where yet, but I'll make one. Like this I could optimize down decently well. Not a ton more. Honestly, there's just not a lot to squeeze out of the Phantom. Like, okay, I could just replace this with a cube, to be fair. Or just, like, not have it at all, but... Yeah, I don't really want to do the Phantom too much right now, to be honest. In fact, as much as I'm enjoying all this, I think I'm going to hop off for the night. I'm really excited to test this out and see just how much optimization has been squeezed out of all this, but I'm tired and I kind of want to jump off. I may actually upload this as an update to Ultimate Forge so we can kind of see on existing maps how much these optimizations help, because it might actually be quite a bit. For now, I think I'm going to jump out of here, you guys. Sorry for a short stream and a late one at that. It's been a long day, but I appreciate you guys being here. I'll be live again tomorrow, so if you guys enjoyed today's short little stream, tune in tomorrow for a longer one with some more interesting content. This is a very much needed task, and there's still a little bit more to do. But this is really, really good for the mod. We'll also work on the Wombat shaders, making sure that this actually looks proper. I know Davy Jones really wants to see it looking the best it can. And I'll try tweaking it off stream, see how much nicer I can make it. But yeah, everything's optimized. Not everything. Most things just got a major optimization boost, so hopefully that can prevent a lot more despawning issues in-game on Hugegrass. We'll find out really soon, and Ultimate Forge for that matter. Probably put a shout out on Ultimate Forge update tonight, like I was saying. That will let us see if the existing maps that people have been working on will work better. That said, I'm going to jump out of here. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thank you for anybody who supported via Super Chats, memberships, tips. I appreciate you. Thanks for letting me keep doing this. But I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Look forward to tomorrow's bigger, longer stream. Goodbye.